All right. So now we can relax. We can chill out a little bit. I'm tired of the stress of being live on YouTube, having to be
Oh, I
on.
can understand. Yeah, I can I can understand. You know,
I think I just need a break from it. I mean, because I really do love doing this stuff, but when I was a teacher, I was basically on a stage. As a teacher, you got to be going prepared, and you got to do all this stuff, and you're presenting to people, and I'm just kind of tired of it all. There's Stacy,
Hey,
cardinalangel.com.
I'm on my work one. So
Oh, I'm going to
there you
change
are.
the view here. Do that. Change to gallery. There we go.
hi, Sherry.
Oh, where's my water?
Okay, Linda on YouTube is wondering what is the Zoom link? It's the link that Scott just posted right above your question, Linda.
Is Lynda a member though, or no?
I don't. Yeah, she's got a little blue card next to her name, so it means she's a member.
That's cool.
Oh, okay.
There she is. She found it. Hi, Linda.
Hi, Linda.
Hi, Lynda.
Turn on your camera. Let's see
Oh,
you.
uh, I don't know if it works. I don't know if my camera works.
I've had Zoom calls with you before.
Okay. Hello, hello, hello. My camera? Uh,
Here, I'll send you a request to turn it on.
it's a different laptop.
There, you see that? You have to open the little door on your laptop.
Yeah, I have something that's on the top of my laptop. I have to slide across for it to
Yeah.
open up my camera every time. Like even if I did it once, every time I open up a Zoom link, I have or open up a visual, I
Okay.
have to slide it open.
You know what we're talking about, Linda?
I can hear. Let me use my. Maybe I should use my other computer.
Just open the little door on the window on your camera.
Yeah, I've been playing with it. It doesn't. Yeah, this little thing.
What are those papers you got there, Stacy?
Sure. I was working on other stuff.
You got your bowls?
Yeah, they're on the floor. I did try to change my setting. Um,
You mean the
and I'm on
sound?
my computer. Yeah, I'm on my computer, and the last time I was on my phone.
Hmm.
So, I'll have to move around here and turn it around. I don't know if you can see or not.
Well, I just thought that was really fascinating,
I don't know if
and
you can see it.
I'd like to see if you
See?
could, yeah.
Yeah. Of course, I can't tell because I'm on the what it looks like. Um,
What are they made of, Stacy?
um, crystal. They're supposed to be the clear quartz crystal.
Right. So, that's why the first thing I thought of was I'm gonna take her video off since her camera's not working. Well, that was the first thing I thought of, Stacy, was the piezoelectric effect. You know what that is, right?
I don't. What is that?
So quartz, whenever quartz is struck in any way, it emits an electric spark. So, like
Okay.
lighters, that lighters that have the torch lighters that click when you click them. That clicking sound you hear is a tiny hammer striking a tiny quartz crystal, which then creates an electric spark.
Okay. I
And
had just never seen it do that before.
well, no, I neither have I. And then I thought, well, if this is something that happens, then somebody else must have videotaped it before and put it on YouTube. So I did a search for it and I couldn't find anything on it. And actually, I wanted to ask Chat GPT right now if it knows anything about this. So I'm going to do that.
And in fact, it was happening whether sometimes it was happening whether I was touching them or not.
Well, yeah, I saw that too, which was really
Like
strange.
I was
So,
kind of going around and playing them, but then sometimes I wasn't even I was getting ready to touch
Mhm.
them, but then it was still lighting up before I touched it.
Right. So hold on. I want to get Chat GPT on this.
Yeah.
Hello, I have a question about quartz crystal singing bowls.
Of course, I'd be happy to help. What would you like to know about quartz crystal singing bowls? Feel free to ask anything specific.
Friend of mine has a set of them, and a while back she was looking at them and she was playing them with the striker that comes along with them, and she noticed that they were emitting light. And it didn't happen only when she touched them, but sometimes even when she got close to them, they seemed to light up. Has this phenomenon ever been described before?
That definitely sounds intriguing. Quartz crystal singing bowls are known for their beautiful sound and energetic properties, but the emission of light is seems reflections.
I can't hear what the chat GTV guy's saying anymore for some reason.
So, if you
All right, so what it I can read what it was saying here.
I heard part of it, but then it kind of went away for some reason.
Maybe because I was checking my audio settings. That must have been why. But it said sometimes people report seeing a sort of glow or even subtle light effects due to reflections of certain lighting conditions. But if it's happening consistently, and that this is key here, and in more pronounced way, it might be a unique combination of factors. It could be related to the piezoelectric properties of quartz, or maybe some kind of optical illusion. It's definitely a fascinating phenomenon. So now, can you turn off your lights and see if you can get it to happen again right now?
Okay. Hang on a second. Let me turn on some lights in the hallway so I can.
So turn off all the lights in the room and then maybe use your phone so you can have some light.
Okay.
But
I had all the
can you make
lights.
it completely dark, like pitch black?
This is the light from the computer
Oh,
that's
right,
that's
right, right. Of course, yeah.
that's making it shine. But all the lights in the room are off.
Okay. So, damn, you need a webcam for this. That's what you need. That way you could well go ahead and see if you can reproduce that effect.
Okay. Let's see if you can actually hear them too.
Oh yeah, comes through clear. Now, was it daylight when you were doing it before? Was it
No,
daytime?
no, it was 9 o'clock at night. It was late at night.
So let me play the video that you sent me of when it was happening
Yeah.
because you're not seeing it now, are you?
No, I wasn't expecting to see it then either because I've played them many times and that's never happened before.
Your sound is really choppy now.
Playing in the background. I wasn't expecting it then either.
Right, of course not. I mean,
Yes. So it was a surprise to me. I played them all the time, and that's never happened. So whether in the daytime or nighttime.
all right. So I'm going to play the video that you sent me. Okay, you guys can see my screen now.
Yeah.
Okay, so here it is.
Wait, oh, sorry. Like, do it again. Come on, do it again. Oh, there you
See there, before you even touched it, it went. But you see that? Like, hold on, go back. See how it's this area down here is lighting up?
Yeah,
Okay, now look at that. You can see this light propagate from the left to the right here. Watch. See that? Did you see what I was talking about? You can see the light grow from here to here.
I'll have to, I'll have to look. I'll have to look at the screen now.
Oh yeah, don't I mean because we're looking at your video now.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, it grew from the, yeah.
I mean, it almost looks like somebody's shining a flashlight behind you and then
Right,
moving the light over it, you know? I'm not
right.
accusing you of anything,
Yeah,
but the light almost doesn't seem to be coming from the bowls. It seems to be coming from another source above or behind.
right. So it could have been like an angel, a guide, and they were just glowing behind me, possibly, and messing with the bowls. I don't know.
Okay, so you're using a phone here, right?
Yes, I was using my phone. Yes.
And you've got
Let's back on.
you're using the back camera of the phone and you're looking at the screen of the phone, right?
Um, yeah, I had flipped what's that view called where you flip the screen so
Yeah,
I could see it myself on the
right.
phone.
So there's no chance that the light on the front of your phone was coming on while you were doing that, right?
Right, right,
And it's not the screen side of your phone is facing you. So it's not coming from the screen
correct,
of your phone.
correct. Because I was looking at the phone.
And you said you went around behind you and you looked for any other sources of light that could be causing it, and you didn't see any, right?
Right. Well, because it started happening, and so I showed them the room. Like, well, look, there's just this one light above me at the very top, and then I have this one over here. My computer's on, but that's all I have in the room. So I showed them, and so I went back to the floor again and started playing. And I was like, we should record this. And so then we started recording, and I screen recorded also, and they recorded also. Because I wasn't sure, like my screen record didn't pick up any sound because it was a screen recording of a Zoom.
All right. Can I slow this down?
It's
Because
kind of fascinating.
I'm going to slow it down. Okay, I've got it muted. Okay, I'm trying to look at the shadows.
hmm So I think that one shadow is
Yeah.
like my phone because I'm holding the phone
Oh
in my
yeah, you
left
mean
hand.
down here. Yeah.
Yes, and then I'm holding, obviously I'm playing with my right hand.
That's really wild there. It because there it lights up before you touch it.
Yeah.
You're moving towards it. Where is that light coming from? It doesn't seem to be coming from the bowls though. You understand what I mean?
Yeah. But the most of the light is inside the bowl or around the bowl, right? Or only one bowl.
Okay, yeah. So
Sometimes it's two bowls, like you kind of see it on the left of the other bowl right there
right,
too. That
right.
it's
It seems to trigger the other bowl too.
yeah, but I couldn't really, camera lady over here didn't capture it very good.
Yeah, it's hard to do. I know. It's flickering. This one started flickering.
Yeah,
Watch that again. As when the one in the center lights up, the one to its left blinks a couple of times.
flickers.
And then there's this watch here how the light propagates from here and then it goes in this direction. Looks like I could make it slower. This is as slow as it can get. You see? Do you
Yeah,
see it? It
yeah,
grows, and if
yes.
the
It was
light
already
is
lit
coming
up and
from
then it got brighter behind it and they went to it too.
the
Yeah,
light's not coming from the bowls. It was if it was coming from the bowls, it would be going the opposite direction.
yeah. But
Okay,
the light was in the bowl first, and then there was more light outside the bowl that went towards it too, right?
let's look at it again. Yeah,
So the bowl lit up. The
right.
bowl
And
lit
now,
up,
now
and then there's more light.
it's weird. That is really weird. So I have
I
to
feel like
say,
it
oh,
was some
there's
kind of
Lynda.
weird, like supernatural phenomenon, huh, Linda?
And who else? Or is there anybody watching on YouTube?
I don't know, you too. Maybe. We'll see.
18 people still on YouTube.
Okay, so
Nobody,
no comments on in YouTube.
nope, no
All right.
comments.
So I like to use Occam's razor, which is the simplest answer tends to be the correct one. Now, Stacy, and you're concerning you, you seem to have a lot of things. I like the lights in your garage, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So I will say that you seem to have an extra amount of paranormal
Activity.
activity around you. Okay,
Yeah.
but I have to, my first inclination is to think that this is an optical illusion somehow, as being created because of the digital effect of your phone, being a digital camera or something like that. However,
Yeah.
you can testify that you saw that with your eyes as well.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, so let me pull cards on it, and I'm gonna have to give these cards a really good shuffling. Now, for me, these are always kind of a dilemma because I want to believe it's supernatural phenomenon.
Yeah.
And I'm sure you're probably convinced it is supernatural phenomenon.
Because I've never seen that happen before. And I have other instances where, like, I was able to see light coming out of a hot wire before, like an electrical wire that was hot, and I was able to see light coming out the end of it. I don't think most people can see that.
What
And
do you
when I
mean by
mention
what
it,
do you mean by coming out the end of it? You where the
like,
prongs, the electrical prongs are?
no, no, the electrician had come over. I had a electrical plug that had gone bad, and he came over to change it out. And my dad was here also, and so the wires were exposed where I could see, the three wires. But I don't know anything about electricity as far as wiring that stuff. But the hot wire, I could see a light coming out the end of it. And I said something. I was like, "Oh, I know which one's the hot wire because I can see the light coming from the end of it." And they both looked at me like I was crazy.
Wow, that
And
is
they're like,
wild.
"No, you can't." And I'm like, "Yes, I can. It's that one right there. I can see a light." And they didn't believe me.
Okay. So what I'm
So
trying to do, I'm trying to provide a caveat in
yeah,
case cards say, okay, let me say it. If I get the seven of cups, it's an optical illusion. Period. Okay.
yeah,
And we just have to deal with it. Of course, if we get things like temperance or any of the just about any of the like the star or the moon or the sun,
major
any of
arcana.
those really positive bright light cards from the major arcana, then we can know it's something for sure supernatural. And anything else, it could be like maybe we're not meant to know. For maybe it was something just for you at that time. Okay, and I was going to ask you, was there anything special about that day in your life? Somebody's anniversary, birthday, death day, anything like that?
No,
What about the people who were there? Anything special about them to you?
not necessarily. We just meet periodically, and usually there's more people, and it just happened to be just a smaller group. So it was almost like, oh, it was nice because I got to share it with me though, because I was like, if
Oh
anybody
yeah, no,
else, if
it
I
would have
had
been
explained that
horrible
to
if it
someone
happened.
else,
If it happened
they wouldn't
alone
believe me,
and you didn't videotape it, that would be the worst feeling.
right?
Okay,
Like
so
nobody's gonna believe me.
because this is personal to you, I'm going to let you connect to the card. So tell me when to
Okay,
stop.
okay, okay, stop.
Right. And I'll cut. Like I say, I always get nervous because I want the most
Yeah,
fantastic answer possible.
yeah,
I don't want it to be an illusion. I don't want it to be just,
yeah. And
I
I'm
mean,
like, well, and if it was something else, did they have a message? Like, or was it just there to be like celebrating or just having fun
oh,
or,
you, and you, for those, if I don't know, for those who maybe didn't see, you just tried it just now and it didn't do it, right?
right. Well, I turned the lights off too. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Was there any, so that was a difference? Is that the,
Well, you had me turn the lights
okay,
off, all the lights off.
before we do this, do it one more time. And I want you to try to replicate it as much as it was on that day. In fact, can you switch over to
Okay.
your phone? Can you do it from your phone?
Can I be on two things at once on Zoom?
No, no, but you can leave. You can actually you can. Like me, I've got
Okay.
two things. I've got my computer and my phone on right now. So
Okay. So
just go to
let
the
me
same
find
link. You have to turn
the
off. You
link
have to turn
on
off the sound
Zoom. Yep.
because I want to investigate this properly. I don't want to just gloss over it. I mean, we need to do as good an
Okay. This
investigation.
is gonna be weird. I'm on here twice.
Here, let's just you got to turn off the sound, and I'm going to turn off this camera because we don't need this one. So let's just turn off this one. All right. Now use your phone to come back on.
Okay. Am I here? Let's see. I got it echo.
But you're getting the audio feedback.
Yeah, let's see.
Okay, good. Now, to the best of your ability, replicate the exact conditions of that night.
Okay. No, got it in my head. And then I'm done. Did you see it?
Yes, it did. It did it. Okay, no, it's doing it. It's doing it.
Right now.
Okay, now turn off all the lights in the room and do it again. No, turn off all the lights in the room now.
Okay.
I think the bowls are somehow capturing the light and then reflecting it. Turn off all the lights you can, except for what's on your phone.
Okay. So I have the computer on.
Yeah, close your computer. Can you close your computer?
Okay. So I don't have any other lights in the room on. I have the light in the hallway on so I can see where I'm going.
Okay.
Let me shut the door.
Well, yeah, you can use the light from your phone just to guide yourself to there because I want to see it in total pitch blackness. Because this is, I mean, like I said, I have to use my scientific mind
Okay.
here.
So I have
Okay,
just
that's
the
good.
little light.
That's okay. That's good.
because I can't hardly see anything.
Okay, yeah, but that's what we need to do to figure this out. Like I said, I don't want to crush your, your fascination with the spirit world, but we also want to be, we want to be thorough in our investigation. All right. So are you able to find your bowls?
Yeah. Can you hear them?
No, we can't. It's like a dull thud.
Well, I changed
Okay.
the settings on my computer, but I don't know if it like transfers to your phone or how that
No, no,
works.
no, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. No, we can't hear them, but you are tapping them and we're getting no light, right?
Right, right.
Okay. I think we figured it out here. Okay. Okay, so we're not getting any effect at all. So you can go ahead and turn your lights back on.
Okay.
So, like I said, I'm not here to burst anybody's bubbles, and I know you have supernatural things happen around you all the time. But look, unless if there is an entity involved, it's somehow using the ambient light in the room to communicate. You understand what I mean? There's still
Yes.
a possibility of that.
Right.
Okay. So you can get back on your computer, you can shut off your phone, and
I've got to get back on the Zoom call here. Hang on.
okay, Lynda is still here. Okay. All right. I'm gonna do a reading on it. And now I won't feel so I like I said, I feel pretty confident of what I think I know what this is. I think it was
Well,
an
at least you
optical.
got to see it live.
Yeah, no, it really is fascinating. And it could have something to do with the property of quartz that's either causing the effect or it's just an optical illusion that we're all seeing. Okay, I'm going to pull cards on it now. You ready?
Yep.
Could have something to do with the property of
Sorry.
quartz.
I'm just trying to get back to the link again.
Yeah, I don't have to pull anymore. What did I say? Or it's just an optical illusion.
Okay.
Recording in progress.
You go ahead and pull the rest of them, but
Yep. You said 7 of Cups. Well, again.
yeah, 5 of Pentacles, the Fool. Don't take that personally, but you kind of got fooled. And the world, this is saying that this is a natural thing. It's not. It's something that's of the world, right? So it's something that has uh, uh, it's something that's testable and science can figure out, which is exactly what we just did. Which
Yeah.
see, guys, this is what I think. One reason why I like to think of myself as very different from a lot of tarot card readers and other people because I will first use logic and thought, reasoning, science before anything else.
Yeah.
But isn't it fascinating that I called it? What did I say?
Yeah.
I'm feeling really proud of myself right now. I know pride is not a good thing that you're supposed to feel, but I did. I mean, I really did figure it out.
Yeah.
You know,
But it was pretty cool optical illusion. I don't understand it.
it's still cool. It's still cool, and
Yeah.
you're the first person that anybody's ever shown that before. So I'm recording this. I'm going to edit that part out, and I'll post it for public, and I'm going to challenge other people to try to reproduce that effect.
Yeah.
Okay, now Lynda, Amelia Earhart,
Yes.
you have questions.
I just kind of want to know what happened to the aircraft. Was it really Amelia Earhart that was the pilot? Or was it who was this person
Well,
that just,
let's go
yeah.
step by step. First thing you said was the aircraft. You
Yes, what happened to the aircraft? Yes.
I watched these, even going back all the way to what was it, Leonard Nimoy, In Search of. They did one
Yeah.
on it. Now, there have been some recent discoveries where I thought they said that they found parts of the plane. They found a grave on an island where they think that maybe he or she, whatever, crashed and lived out their life there, or maybe was killed by natives. Um, and I'm gonna use my favorite thing. I'm gonna ask Chat GPT because it's just so cool to just, yeah, Chat GPT can search all the information that's out there, and let's see what kind of mainstream information we can get first. And you got to
Okay.
remember, to Chat GPT isn't going to tell you things that have been hidden. It's going to tell you the the company line or whatever. The So you got to take that into account.
What
But
we've
let's
been
just see.
told.
Right. Let's just see what in the public view what's been said about it. Hey, I have a question about Amelia Earhart.
Of course, feel free to ask whatever you'd like about Amelia Earhart, and I'll do my best to help.
What's the most recent information on her plane, where it crashed? Has any wreckage ever been found of it?
So research suggests that
Okay, so what's the best known theory about what happened to Amelia Earhart to date?
some theory is that Amelia Earhart and Fred Noonan ended up crashing into the Pacific Ocean
Oh, no.
for a time as castaways. Over the years, there have been various pieces of evidence, like civil sightings and burning support. So, in theory, I think
Is there any hidden information, maybe more esoteric information that is on the fringe that you can tell us about, like conspiracy theories or something like that?
as
It's really not coming through.
Yeah, I can't hear it. It's so weird. Sometimes you can hear it, sometimes you can't.
I know.
they definitely add layers to the mystery surrounding her disappearance.
All right, sorry about that, guys. I was really hoping that you'd be able to hear it, but I can read what it said. I'm gonna check my settings
Like I
again.
thought I heard something recently that they had got her distress signals and they chose to ignore them and didn't go get her. I don't know where I heard that from recently.
Well, if
I
she was on a spy mission, that would be a good reason to do that.
Yeah.
I did see a recent interview of a guy who had met her because he went into the inner world. He went into the inner earth and he saw her and he's like, "Oh, you look familiar." She goes, "Yeah, I do look familiar. I got lost in the Bermuda Triangle or something." And he told us about that because he had visited the inner earth.
Yeah, well, she wasn't anywhere near the Bermuda Triangle. Okay,
Yeah.
so let me read to you what it said. I asked about fringe theories. It says one popular conspiracy theory is that Amelia Earhart was actually on a secret mission for the U.S. government, potentially spying on Japanese activities in the Pacific. Which, yeah. So there could have been a reason to cover it up for that. Some folks also speculate that she and Fred Noonan, the were captured by the Japanese and that their fate was intentionally covered up. Another theory suggests that she may have survived and lived out her life in secret. While these ideas are more speculative. Okay, so those will give us some things to look for in the cards. All right. All right. So did I shuffle these well yet? Yeah, and I agree with you that she definitely looks very masculine in the photos.
Mm-hmm.
I
That
mean,
part I'm not going to be concerned with. I mean, they do it to us all the time, but
yeah.
where where did the plane go?
Well,
And was that a psyop to begin with? Like, and said that she disappeared when really she wasn't ever missing.
Did anyone was even anyone flying around that was it just all a hoax that some aircraft was going around the world or something? And I don't know.
well, I mean, actually, the one theory there that she was a spy makes a lot of sense to me. Um, okay, let's take a look. All right, eight of. So there definitely some deception going on here. I'm leaning towards the spy angle. She may have been recruited. That's like a student. Uh-huh. This could definitely be the CIA, or they didn't have the CIA back then, but you know what I mean.
Deep state.
The government, the
Yeah.
state, or just the state. Um, and then I don't think she died in a crash. So I don't think the plane was lost at sea. We have judgment here. Um, Judgment. So the theory of her having been captured by the Japanese and then put on trial or something like that in secret with the and it was because the high priestess occludes things. She can hide things. That's why she's got her foot on the moon down there. And it may be that there's some people who are searching for the answers, and it's going to be revealed that there might even be like something that's going to come out when we get answers to a lot of things. Um, as far as the transgender part of it, absolutely possible. Well, this is a transgender card
Mm-hmm.
here, which not to sound sexist or anything, but men, are maybe more suited for like military intelligence exercises and stuff like that. I'm not saying that women can't be. I mean, Mata Hari was definitely one of the most famous of all spies. She was a woman. Maybe,
That
maybe because she's transgender, it'd be really easy for her to pass as a man as well. So she could disguise herself to look like a man, which would be very helpful as a spy. Um, pull a couple more cards here. Oh yeah, she was executed. Justice. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she was captured, I believe, and it was kept very secret. They didn't want. I mean, like the U.S. wouldn't have want anybody to know that she was actually on a secret message. What? Stacy, you just said that they picked up her distress call and they ignored it.
Mm-hmm.
That's true. That's what they would have had to
Mm-hmm.
have done because she was probably not where she said she was going to be. She was on a secret mission. And yeah, so I hope that answers your
So, so she was on a secret mission by the US military,
right.
and
She was a spy.
she was captured by the Japanese, and she was executed because her job, her mission was to spy on the Japanese.
Yep.
Is
And
yeah, I don't know what those are, but
justice, justice. So
justice
she was under a tribunal, and then
tribunal.
she met death by a katana. Probably they lopped off her head. Probably.
Okay, gosh, that's very sad.
Right. Well, and like the sword is like, she was out to discover their information and to
Right.
tell it too, right?
Right.
And so as a
Absolutely.
spy,
Absolutely.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yep.
Hmm.
So
And I
her
remember
being her, yeah,
I watch a lot of these you know, mystery shows, and that's when I heard about her, and I remember thinking at the time that sounded very plausible to me as well.
Hmm.
it's more comforting to know that it wasn't some, just some young, beautiful woman who was a really good pilot, and then she got chopped up and all that. It was a
She
he
knew
he
somebody
was
that
taken in. He was taken
knew
in.
the risk.
Yeah, he knew the risks. He knew that he was going to be a spy. He was doing a mission for the military. Very brave.
Well, I always liked the idea that she had lived out her life on a like Gilligan's Island, you
Yeah.
know.
That's more fun to think about. Definitely. Okay, that's kind of tragic. That's pretty
I,
Yeah.
tragic.
I'm
Yeah.
reading Tanya's chat. Do you shave your head and face for your birthday each year? Nope. Uh, Tanya, I just felt like I needed to change. In my life, I've always liked changing my appearance, and I've had the beard for a long, long, long time since I lost when I'm teaching. I usually like, or when I'm looking for a teaching job, I make myself clean shaven to be more presentable, to be more hireable. And last time I did that was probably 2001.
You usually have a hat on too.
And that's the other thing, right? Um, Many years ago, like 20 years ago, I got this random email, and it was and it was an astrological chart. It was free, and it told me that I needed like a gimmick or a look or something that would be like my signature thing. And I always liked those kinds of hats. Thought I had one here. Those they're called beret caps. Always like those more than baseball caps or anything else. And I found one that I still have. I've had it for 21 freaking years. Actually, I bought two of them. A black and white one, and the other one I forget what the color was. For some reason I lost one. The other one, and I've carried that hat through so much. And hats always they're easy to lose, Um, and for some reason I've had that anyways. I started that was my look, and I just feel like I needed to change. Things are dead in the water for me. I don't know what happened since I got back from America. I mean, did I piss somebody off or something? Is there a reason why my career seems to have tanked suddenly?
When did you come back? Was it August? Was it in the middle of August
June,
or no?
June,
No, June. Okay.
June 10th.
June 10th. Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna that thing with my mom. And then when I
Right.
was in a very emotional state, I came in and I did a live stream, and I kind of went on a rant. Did I screw my life up by doing that?
I don't think so. I don't feel like you did, but of course might say something different.
Well, I mean,
Uh,
you guys know me better than anybody, at least online.
Yeah.
I mean, it's hard for me not to think like, I don't know.
I mean, I kind of felt like you had like a weird portal thing that happened to you because like your phone worked, then you tried to go somewhere else and your phone stopped working. Like,
That
right.
was
And then it was
that
all
those SIM cards stopping working when I went to Pennsylvania was really
right.
freaking weird. Okay. Everybody agreed. I went to the AT&T guys. They said there's no reason this should be happening. My brother-in-law, who's an IT guy and a phone guy, he repairs phones. He's the one who sold me the SIM card. He said that should not be happening. There's no reason for that to happen. When I was in Pennsylvania and I was stuck in that Motel 8, which was a horrible freaking place, man. I heard those booms, the same booms that I heard,
Hmm.
which I know, okay, in Florida, it was probably SpaceX, okay? Even though to me, it didn't sound like any rocket I'd ever heard, and I couldn't see any lights in the sky from it. To me, they were very mysterious booms. Then when I was in Pennsylvania and I heard the same goddamn booms, and you know what's really weird is like there were some passerby, some people going to the room. I'm going, hey, you guys hear that? And this woman stops. She goes, yeah. And then her or the man that was with her, like husband or whatever, goes, it's fireworks. It's just fireworks. It was 11 o'clock at night, and there wasn't a
Hmm.
holiday, and there was no light. You couldn't see anything. And I'm thinking, this is
Yeah.
how normies think when they're confronted with something that's mysterious. They just say, oh, it's that, and that's all there is to it. Go to bed. Nothing to it. But also I did some readings on myself for that time, like what was going to happen from this trip, and I got the world that some some phase of my life has come to a close, and that there's a and I'm actually in this liminal phase right now. Liminal is one of my new words that I love. Liminal
I was like,
means liminal is like, have you ever been in like a mall after hours when it's all closed and it's spooky because like nobody's there? Or you ever see the movie The
yeah.
Langoliers where they arrive?
Mm-mm.
It's a Stephen King novel. So people get out of phase of time, and they end up in a time that has passed, and everything starts disappearing because that time is it's just anyways, it's a space between two things, right? Anyways, I'm in that kind of phase right now, and
Well, you did pull cards on what happened to the SIM cards, and your higher self did that.
Yeah. I remember that.
Your
what
higher
on
self stopped the SIM cards from working.
oh
You
that
were
yeah no
supposed
no that's right, because that was yeah there I did do a reading on that, and it did say that I was meant to be put out of my element for some reason because I had to go buy a freaking flip phone just so I could communicate, so I could get a taxi, you know. It put me out of my comfort zone, and it forced me to rely on different things to get by, and I don't know. And it was weird. So anyways, I do feel like I'm in some type of cocoon right now, chrysalis. I'm reforming, and I don't know what is going to come out of it, you know?
Well, maybe
So,
it was just for like a season, like, for you to like heal from that. And then once that season of healing, whether it's a quarter, then you'll go be able to go back to
mhm.
wherever.
Well, when I start getting my Social Security check, that's going to free me up where
Right.
I'm not in that worrying about paying bills and buying food and stuff like that. And then that frees you up spiritually and intellectually so you can, be more present. Um, so I'm waiting for that to happen. And
Which will be next month, right? November? when that happens?
Yeah, I mean,
Oh,
I turned 62 today, and then then the benefit should start the previous month. As far as I know, all my paperwork's good. When I sent my application, all the fields were green. Nothing, there were no red fields. Everything. I mean, I meet all the requirements. Um, there's a part of me that's afraid. Like if I don't get it, I'm screwed. I'm gonna have to like start hustling. The key to my success for the past 3 years has been people much bigger than me promoting me. Janine and a
honey.
short time with Jason Q
Oh
and
yeah, I
Hunt.
remember Jason.
And so I have to swallow my pride a little bit and go to these people and ask them for help. And I don't want to do that anymore, you know.
Yeah.
I did send a link for this live to Honey, and I emailed it to Janine, and I doubt Honey's not even like looking at my, yeah. So like Honey hasn't even opened my message, so it's not going out. And yeah, I'm tired of like begging people to help me, and I don't really need it anymore. I mean, when I was literally not having enough money to eat, I had to do whatever I could.
Yeah. And
Well,
maybe
it's
somebody
it's
else will come
getting
along too.
it's
You
going
know?
to be short-lived because the money's coming back to all the people, all the
Right.
people.
Well, that's the
Money's
other thing.
coming back. It's just very short-lived. And your Social Security is going to be higher than what it says. It will be. It's going to
Well,
be
I
greater.
know there's it's called the cost of living adjustment, but that's only a couple dollars. Um, but yeah, I mean, I agree with you. I believe that eventually there's going to be so much money coming in for everybody. Is Cherie still here? She probably fell asleep. Poor thing, she's tired.
She's
Cherie,
she's
Yeah,
almost
I'm
here.
still here. I'm listening.
yeah,
I'm trying to find food sitting out.
Cherie's going to be rich from all the silver that she bought.
Ooh,
Right?
good for you, Cherie. Good for
Silver
you.
has
Hallelujah.
gone way up. It's awesome.
Yeah, it's taken a
Silver.
lot, and I've really squirreled away the money to do it. But I did it. I got
Good
me a
for you.
nice little silver nest, and I'm watching those numbers go up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
must be funny.
Yeah.
Hallelujah.
Don't cash any in. Wait till it gets to a really high number. Yeah,
Oh, well over 1,000. Yeah, well over 1,000. Then I'll
right.
start
An
cashing them.
ounce. Yeah.
Yep,
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Well,
say.
I'm tired.
Bye,
So
Linda.
I might, yeah. So it was good to meet you, Stacy.
Nice to
So
meet you,
I
Linda.
know how to do this now. And
There
this
you go.
computer, I had to reset everything, so now it works.
Okay, good.
I
Scott,
think I'm gonna.
can I ask you about the that one thing about the I met someone and they were like introduced me to a different type of business and they were going to help me like teach it to me.
Yeah,
Would that be like a good venture for me to do?
yeah.
Because it is something I'm interested in, but it's not really in like the healing. I mean, I could heal like through talking to people and giving them advice that way, but not in the aspect of like physically healing necessarily, if that makes sense. Kind of like you do, right? Like you give
Yeah,
people advice, and yeah,
it's a great gig if you can get it.
right.
I'm sorry I didn't get to say goodbye to Lynda before she left.
Oh,
But it's really funny. Stacy is like all my life I've been the type of person where I want to give people advice, and I've always maybe arrogantly thought, if people just listen to me and follow my advice, their life would be so much easier. And most people, when you offer advice like that, they don't want it, like we didn't have to. And then they get really offended. Like I have this one friend right now. So let me back up for a minute. In in my time in Thailand, I've come across dozens of men who came here completely ignorant of how things work here, and they lost everything they owned to women who
Mm.
scam. And and after the first few times I saw it, and then I would meet somebody who was in the middle of it, I would try to warn them. They would turn on me. They would get angry at me for saying that, their woman's not like that. She's different. And then they would end up losing everything. And so then I stopped doing that, right? When somebody would tell me, I'd say, "Oh, good for you, good luck. You're going to live happily ever after." And don't get me wrong, I do have friends who do were success stories like that, right? But so many tragedies, like I remember coming out of my room one day and there's this pile of stuff burning in the middle of the road. And I just kind of stopped and I looked at it and I looked around. And I see this he's a British guy and he's got it's like 9 o'clock in the morning. He's got a bottle of whiskey open and he's drinking it. I go, "You know what happened here?" He goes, "Oh yeah, that's my life on fire there." you know. So just recently, this young man, he's like 30 years old, was going through the same thing. First he had me do a reading on it. I said, "Man," and the cards came up like the devil, the tower, and I'm like, "She's bad news, dude." The cards just but I love her. I'm like, "Okay, don't listen to my advice then." And then because I spoke with her and I saw her tattoos and the way she speaks, women who learn English by working in bars as bar girls are much better at English and speak much better than the girls or people who went to university and studied it. You know what I mean? There's a way you can tell it's very fluent. And so I said, "Listen, man, don't get angry at me, but this woman you're with, she is, she's going to destroy you." Anyways, just the other day, I get a desperate call from him. He's at the airport and he's like, "Please, I need to talk to you." And by the way, I stopped talking to this guy because he was just such a magnet for negativity, you know? And
And he
then,
wasn't taking your advice either. So like,
right. And plus, I mean, people like that stuff rubs off on you. When you associate with people like that, it it can attach itself to you too, I mean, this
yeah,
guy, believe me, this guy was really
misery
bad.
loves company, right?
Exactly. So
Frown will, a frown will
Would you?
travel faster than a smile.
So, anyways, so when I finally got the opportunity to not only people come to me asking my advice and then paying me for it, oh man, that's my dream job. You kidding me? And now I'm really disappointed because all of a sudden I've lost my clientele. I don't know what the hell happened. Okay, let's see your question. Okay, so tell me again, a man came to you and offered to train you how to be a counselor or something like that?
Well, it's not a counselor, but it's like a different type of business that I would have to learn. But they were willing to teach me. But it's not really like in my healing world, but it is something that I'm interested in. Like,
Okay, well, what
like
I mean, I need to understand what is is it hypnotism? Is it, in what area is it
it's in
that
like
you're going to learn?
like
Okay,
astrology area.
okay. So first card's you. So are you really on the fence about this? You're like, I mean, of course you are. That's why you're asking me. But
That's what I'm
you
asking.
you have these conflicting thoughts and feelings. Yes, no, should I? And that's why this card's. Oh, what happened to my camera? Oh, I turned it off.
Um,
That was weird. Okay.
like,
Yeah, so that's why you're coming up as this. This is a very, like an argument that's going on internally.
Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense. This is going to be the man. What's his name?
Larry.
Okay, this card is him.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
Uh,
That possibly could be not a bad thing, okay?
okay.
Because it's dealing with astrology, and that this is a altered states kind of card, so it could have something to do with that, but I don't know. Let's just go on. Hanged Man, King of Pentacles. Here's the important card, Stacy. Oh, wow.
Empress.
Temperance. And this card's important. Oh, and that's the Hermit. Okay, so at first I was a little bit worried because this card can be someone who's like casting illusions, but also what this could be is using esoteric means for coming up with answers. Okay, so altered states or uh, could be some astrology in here, or maybe a little bit of everything. Is there more than one thing? It's almost like bringing a lot of things together in order to do this.
It's still new to try to figure out exactly.
Okay.
Yeah.
But look, with the Empress as the outcome, then you really should at least give it a try. Um, this he this guy, how old is he? Do you know?
I believe he is. It's funny because he has the same birthday as me, and so I think he's 12 years older than me.
Okay, so that's what I wanted to hear. So this is someone who could be a very good mentor guide for you with this card. Um, so yeah, I think with the outcome being the Empress, you have to give it a shot.
Okay.
This could end up giving you that, like I said, that dream job of of actually earning a living by helping people put things together. The Temperance is a good card for someone who, you're taking two different things and putting them together to make something new. It's like a healing card, definitely a healing card. And it could be a new career path for you, for sure. So I'd say that definitely you need to give. There's nothing bad that
Now,
can happen from it.
What was that lovers in the Five of Pentacles about?
Um, this could be by doing this, you're finding your true purpose, what you were here on this planet to do, and this is self-reliance. So giving you your own platform, your own thing to call your own that nobody else um, you don't have to rely on anybody else to help you do. So like once you learn this, then you can take that and you can be your own, um, rely on your own work, your own way of doing things.
Okay.
So self-reliance is and by doing things that are outside the norm. Okay, this is an important thing. I kind of forget sometimes to tell people with this card. So what I learned from Janine is the history behind this card is this is a Christian church, and
Mm-hmm.
these are pagans, or these are people who are not Christians, but they were true to their convictions, and the church would say, hey, look inside here, it's warm, we have food and friends, and you can be welcomed into the family if you just renounce your pagan beliefs and become a Christian. And they're like, nope,
Mm-hmm.
we would rather rely on our own
Be true to
So
ourselves.
be true
Yeah,
to
be true to
ourselves
ourselves then. Yeah.
and suffer whatever, whatever we have to go through, because there might be some things you have to give up on in order to do that. But yeah, I think this could be actually be your purpose, your true purpose, because this is your higher self
Interesting.
guiding you, saying, yeah, that, you know, um, the time has for you has come to start your own thing.
Okay. Thank you, Scott. I appreciate you.
Well, no problem. Okay, well, I guess it's
You know,
time
when
to end
somebody comes
this.
to you and is like, "Oh, I can do this, and you can take these classes," you're like, is it a sales pitch? Is it a yeah. You just never know sometimes. So
Um,
yeah.
yeah, I think you definitely have to. I don't think it's for everybody.
Yeah.
I think there's only a so your special gifts that you have, um, mean it could work for you where it wouldn't. Like, why did he offer it to you?
Because he read my chart.
Okay, well, there you go. All right, guys. Well, I want to thank
Yeah.
Tanya. Tanya's been in the chat, and of course, Tanya, I trust the universe. I'm just like I said, I'm in this amorphous stage right now where I'm recreating myself, and I don't know what that's going to be yet. um,
Yeah.
I
I
still
plan
have.
on doing some
I,
stuff I plan on booking with you sometime soon.
well,
I'll
you
have
don't have
some
to
stuff
pay me
I'll have to ask
anything.
about.
If
Well,
you want to get a good deal, now would be the time.
yeah, I'll have to come up with, I'm about ready where I can ask you a bunch of questions. Yeah,
All right, cool. Well,
sounds good.
I appreciate you being here, and so
Thank you.
I'm gonna explain what I'm trying to do here, which I tried to do this last week, but I screwed it up. Right now, the setting is for members only, so that's why I recorded this. What I can do is I can go back at tomorrow because it takes 24 hours for it to process. I'm going to go back and I'm going to edit out from YouTube all of this part. And then the recording I have, I'm going to re-upload for members only. That way, the part that I did at the beginning that was public will stay public. And then this part that was for members only will remain for members only. I'm going to try to make this transition. I might end up in the future because my public videos almost do nothing. I mean, they get very few views, and I think the last one I did earned $7 over a month.
Mhm.
You know, I might transition over to only doing members and try to build up more members, and then at least I can, have some type of I can make a little bit of money doing this because and I like the more intimate feeling of just being members. So that's what I'm going to do. All right, Cherie, thanks as usual for being here.
Thanks,
No, thank you
Cherie.
for. Thank you, Sandy. It's good seeing you again.
And
Oh,
and
always
and
good to see you.
the singing bowls was still fascinating, even if it was
Yeah,
just
an
and and
optical illusion.
and
Was
also,
still like,
I
what?
hope this en, enlightens. I don't mean enlighten. It's like gives you a better grasp on that. There are things that happen that have just
Yeah,
uh, ordinary reasons to them. But
absolutely.
the orbs in your garage definitely are paranormal. I did a reading on those before. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. That one time it's to celebrate like that I had become a Reiki master. And I don't know
Uh-huh.
what they were the other night. That was a lot.
Yeah.
That was a lot.
All right, guys.
They
Well,
were
I'm gonna end this, and thank you guys for being here, and thank you to my members for your loyalty and for paying to be here. You're the guys that make it worthwhile for me at this point. All right.
Happy birthday, Scott.
Thank
Happy
you.
birthday.
Happy
I think we're taking the dog to the park, even though it's going to cost me about $100. I don't care.
Enjoy
All
the
right.
day.
All right.
Enjoy
I
your
will.
day.
Bye. See you guys.
Bye.
I'm not sure if I'm going to be here next week. We'll see. I might just post an old video with honey.
There you go.
Bye
There
bye.
you go. Good night, everyone.
Ended that and this.